Shalom, shalom, shalom. Want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahashim, Yahawashi, Barakahtha, Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, the Greatmillstone, who taught me this word in truth and sincerity. Right? We out here once again, prophesying the downfall of America, and the ushering in of the kingdom of heaven, waiting for Yahawashi's return, the Son of the Most High, Yahawashi. Right? Just gonna get into it, we're out here exposing this devil, right? The Edomites, right? Who are the so-called white man of the planet, right? This is Hebrews 12:16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person, right? Which profane is talking about outside the temple, as Esau, right? Who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. Because what? He was supposed to get the blessing, but then he sold it for a morsel of meat. He says, verse 17, for ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. Right? And we're not Esau. We're the Israelites. We're the Negro, Latino, and Native Americans. Right? We're the Israelites. Right? And what we're coming in the testimony of Yahawashi, which is the spirit of prophecy. Right? So let's get into some prophecy. This is Romans 13:11. It says, in that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, because our people, the Negro, Latino, and Native American, they don't know they're the chosen people of the Most High, right? They think everybody's equal. Not everybody's equal on this planet, The Israelites, we're supposed to be on top, right? And then all these other nations are under us, and then at the bottom is Esau, right? It says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. So right, come out your slumber and come back to the Lord. Right? For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. And now you see in the news it's talking about Iran and the US going to war. Right? And the drone got shot down, and Trump said 10 minutes before what it was gonna go down, that he called it and stopped it, So, hey, that's wars and rumors of war, right? And we know when America, Iran go to war, then that's when the World War III is gonna kick off. But we're really waiting for the RFID chip to be implemented, right? The mark of the beast, the RFID chip, right? And then after that, all hell's gonna break loose, right? All hell's gonna break loose. We're gonna be we're gonna go into World War III, right? Concentration camps, martial law, all these things are already written down in the scriptures, right? It says, verse 12, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light, which is this word, right? This is what's gonna protect us, not the American Red Cross. That's not gonna protect us, right? Because there's gonna be Edomites trying to gun for us, right? It says, let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envy, but put ye on the Lord, Yahawashi Hamashiach, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. Because all this is just this lust right now that we're going, you can go Papa John's and eat regular food, right? And then come back, and then you can go on YouTube, watch your favorite celebrity all day, or what have you, even driving these nice cars, that's just lust, right? That's after this world, right? And we're gonna get better stuff in the kingdom, right? We're not worried about this world right here. We're not worried. We're waiting for this world to fall down and get destroyed, right? We're waiting for this place, America, to be destroyed, right? Right? Matthew 24. It says, I'm gonna start at the top. It says, and Yahawashi went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the building of the temple. And Yahawashi said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? Right? And Yahawashi answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. Just like Cesare Borgia, how they painted the Christ white, right, when he's a so-called Negro. Right? And these Edomites got to pay for that. Right? It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. That's Iran, right? And the U.S., right? That's a rumor of war, right? It says, see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet, right? So right now we know the end is not yet, because all the prophecies haven't been fulfilled before Yahawashi is coming back, right? So we know the end is not yet, but we know it's coming, right? We know it's close. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows, and that's the time we're already living in. That's why they had the measles outbreak, and over there in those Jewish places up in New York, right? And they was quarantining campuses over there in Cali, right? That's why Ebola even came out, right? And was making them those faggot Hamites sick and shit, you know, and they was dying, right? It says, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and you shall be hated of all nations for not my name's sake. Right now already happened to us, right? And it's gonna happen again, right? And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. That's why most of these people are in the Christian church, right? But the Christian church is only set up to deceive people, right? Just to deceive people, because they're not coming, they're not the true men of the Lord, right? It says, verse 12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, right? And this love is waxing cold right now. That's why these cops, if they kill somebody, if they kill a Jake, I mean, they still gonna be on the clock the next day, you know? If they beat down a Jake. I was watching this video earlier of Apostle Rawchaa and another elder, right, saying he was beating down a Jake, and it was actually a ex-cop, right, and he didn't even do it, right? They still beat him down, but they let him go, realizing that he didn't do it, right? I mean, even it's just these people, they don't realize, especially Jake doesn't realize that our number one enemy is the white man, the Edomites, right? That's who our number one enemy is, right? They don't realize that because they're blind, they're asleep, right? get it real quick. This is Proverbs 21:16. It says, the man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. So these people walking around, they're dead, right? And if a Jake, which are a Negro, Latino, or Native American, walks away from this truth of the Holy Scriptures, right? Because the Bible is only for us. If he walks away from this, he's going to remain in that congregation, right? And these people are set up for the missiles, right? The ICBM missiles that are coming to hit America, right? That's why these people are born, right? To be missile food, right? Matthew 24:13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved, right? And that's what we're trying to do. We want to endure unto the end, right? And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So us doing this work is pushing these prophecies, is fulfilling prophecy, you know, and it's letting this time come, right? Letting this time of the end come, right? And I'm gonna skip down to 21. It says, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be, right? And what time is that talking about? This is Jeremiah 30 and at 30 and 4. It says, and these are the words that the Lord spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus saith the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear and not of peace. So that's the time that's coming, right? Ask ye now and see whether a man does travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. And that's talking about Jacob's trouble. Verse 7, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And that's talking about the remnant, right? That's the times we're getting in, right? That's the times we're trying to mentally prepare for, you know, right? But hey, the elect are going to be protected either way, right? It says, Matthew 24:21, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days shall be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake those days shall be shortened. That's why these days seem like they're going by so fast, because they're being shortened for the elect's sake, right? This is Daniel's 12:1. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, since there was a nation, even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book, right? Right? And this is going into what I was reading earlier. It says, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life. And that's what we hope we did. You know, we woke up to this truth, right? And we hope that we're a part of the elect, right? It says some to everlasting life and some to shame and everlasting contempt, right? Because the Israelites, the 2/3, when they get to the kingdom through the loins of the elect, they gonna be shamefaced, right? And some to shame and everlasting contempt. And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever, right? Precept would go with that. This is Ecclesiastes 8:1. Who is as the wise man, and who knoweth the interpretation of a thing? They say, oh, dealing with this one one lady, right? One Judite, right? She doesn't understand that she a Judite, trying to break down these scriptures to her. She say, how do you know